What if the world told you you're too old, not talented enough, and destined to fail? Would you believe them or prove them wrong? This is the story of Gene Hackman, the man they ignored, until they couldn't anymore. In his 30s, Gene Hackman was broke, living in cheap apartments, working odd jobs, nearly invisible in an industry that worshipped youth. Most would have quit. He didn't. He kept showing up, kept improving. Small roles turned into big ones. Then came the French Connection. He won an Oscar not just for talent, but for refusing to give up. Hackman became a legend, not by luck, but by persistence. "I was never the most talented. I just never stopped trying," he said. If you've ever felt overlooked, remember this: real success is built on grit. Now let's explore Gene Hackman's most powerful, honest, and inspiring quotes, a collection shaped by decades of perseverance, grit, and the wisdom of a true legend. "I know who I am, and I know what I've done." Justice isn't about the law, it's about what's right. A real coach teaches more than a game. There's nothing heroic about war, just survival. Leadership means you take the hits no one sees coming. You want respect? Earn it. Sometimes the worst enemy is yourself. Fear is what keeps you sharp, but it can't paralyze you. Let your silence speak louder than your anger. Power means responsibility, not domination. I left acting not because I didn't love it, but because I had said what I needed to say. You're only as good as your last scene. I like characters who struggle because we all do. Hollywood can be a blessing and a curse. You've got to keep your identity. Fame is fleeting, integrity isn't. I've always been more interested in people than in performance. Writing gives me what acting gave me: perspective. I never believed in luck, just persistence and preparation. To be authentic on screen, you have to be vulnerable. Sometimes you win the scene. Sometimes you just survive it. Discipline is remembering what you want most. Rejection teaches you more than applause ever will. Greatness is forged in quiet determination, not noise. The longer you live, the more you learn to value humility. Success is just a side effect of doing something well with love. A man's character is shaped by how he handles failure. You can't outrun your values. Acting is telling the truth in a room full of people pretending. Every day you wake up is another chance to get it right. If you're waiting to be perfect before you begin, you'll never start. I never played villains. I played men who made bad choices. A good actor disappears into the role. A great one lets you see through it. You don't retire from passion. You evolve it. Acting is about listening more than speaking. I always preferred the quiet power in a scene. The hardest part of acting is the honesty. You have to scare yourself a little to grow. Don't act to impress. Act to express. The job is not to be liked, it's to be real. Work like no one is watching. That's when it gets real. I was never the most handsome, I just outlasted everyone. I'm grateful for the struggle, it gave me perspective. Growing up poor taught me the value of everything I have. My biggest critics were my best teachers. Life humbled me before it rewarded me. Being underestimated was my secret weapon. You don't need to be loud to be strong. Age teaches you that silence is often the best response. What I lacked in charm, I made up for in drive. Regret is wasted time. Reflection is not. Nobody's coming to save you. Save yourself. Excuses are stories we tell to feel better about quitting. If the door doesn't open, break the damn wall. You don't need motivation, you need commitment. Talent is nothing without tenacity. People remember how you made them feel, not what you said. Don't chase fame, chase mastery. When you stop learning, you start fading. Failure is just feedback. Keep your head down and your spirit up. You don't get to choose your legacy, you live it daily. Make your mark without leaving scars. Be someone your younger self would look up to. The best roles I ever had were in real life. What you build inside matters more than what you show outside. When people say I inspired them, that's the real reward. I didn't act to be famous. I acted to be honest. I hope my work spoke louder than my fame. At the end of life, the applause fades. Character doesn't. I never wanted to be a star. I wanted to be respected. Writing is acting without cameras. My pen tells the truth my voice never could. Retirement isn't an end. It's a new draft. Even in silence, there's a story. I wanted to keep exploring the human spirit, just in a different way. Books let me shape the world instead of just entering it. When you create, you stay alive. There's no age limit to creativity. Storytelling never retires. I still have something to say, just not on camera. Time is the most honest editor of your life. Make peace with your past. It's not your prison. You never stop growing unless you decide to. In the end, we're all just trying to leave something better behind. You get remembered for how you made people feel, not the trophies. Chase the quiet kind of greatness. Real strength isn't loud, it's steady. Find joy in the doing, not just the result. Live long enough to become the kind of person you once admired. Every ending is just a pause before the next beginning.